Aloha, web surfers! Here's Dirt and Dildos 7. 1, 2, 3, this is me. January 23rd being the day I popped out naked. I'm well over 40 now, but I remember joking in youth that I wouldn't marry until over 35 and would be surprised if I was still alive at this point. So I shocked myself too, folks. Still Crystal and breathing. So this brief bio is celebratory, even if my voice and attitude don't reflect that. Here's an effort to provide a little clarity on my actual profile and current perspectives. There will be no video as hoped, since we're still perfecting and customizing our space and setup. Gave new Blondie cover song priority, online now, and maybe traveling again soon. Not trying to overshadow my partner, also a unique person, I am reviving my own soul because I don't see how anybody else could. So here goes. My career as manager, bookkeeper, HR rep, and make it happen person for various public and private industries began at a family-owned organic nursery and gives me a deep understanding of people, community, and business. Developing relations and problem-solving with resourcefulness and grace, I am comfortable in routine responsibility and independence, as well as cooperation, flexibility, diversity, and change. Naturally, I look for ways to increase efficiency while minimizing liabilities. I prefer to be a valuable leader or member to dynamic teams, do my best to keep quality and communication alive. Loyal service with empathy, a genuine smile, passion for life, and truth with a healthy side of humor is my signature. For 25 plus years, I've been in administration, management, executive writing, pro and creative, full charge bookkeeping, accounting, customer service, HR, computer hardware, software and equipment, startup, garden and floral, landscaping, maintenance, facilities, manufacturing, contracts, projects, food, retail, federal and local gov, real estate, hospitality, law, health management, natural medicine, research and development, theater, bar, audio studio, solar, LED lighting, publications, political and social service, vocalist, comedian, dancer, actress, activist, and more. Recent titles include Office, General and Regional Manager, Administration, Executive Independent Consultant, Project and Startup Contractor. Additionally, I've honed skills such as profit and loss, audit assist, quarterly tax reports, planning, recruiting, travel and show coordination, safety and OSHA standards, employee manuals, organizing, structuring, inventory, renovation, procedure implementation, and training. My general education has been as follows: youth, gymnastics, ballet, childcare, farm labor at a family nursery. High school, 3.95 GPA, class salutatorian, honor society, humanities, associated student body, natural helpers, AP, English, math, science, lab and field, annual publications, cross-country state medalist, cheerleader, flyer, stunts, dancer, mascot, voted best smile, wildlife clinic volunteer, Washington Girls State participant, political training. University College, English, theater, business, economics, psychology, and geology. Technical school, CAD, drafting, architecture and plans, mentorship with a CPA, bookkeeping, accounting, payroll, filing, and taxes. Community college, Mac, MS Office, and Excel, QuickBooks. Supervisor, leadership, management, public law, private theater, acting, improvisation, voice, body, and expression. In addition, I always like to remind people that executive realms are tricky. Confidentiality, procedures, and legalities changing frequently. Rules are broken to satisfy the desires of various gov agencies, customers, and profit all the time. Note that if employers and clients refuse to hear or fully cooperate, fail to provide adequate details, ignore regulations and deadlines from outside agencies, I cannot properly or confidently do my part as middle person. I then get frustrated and resign with good reason. Blindly judge, use me as a scapegoat, play games, abuse my trust, or jeopardize sanity and wellness without concern, or for your isolated gain, and I'll run, possibly with brief notice. I've even had to play bodyguard for a client or two, and I never signed up for that. My experience says these incidents are not worth any amount of compensation or award. I only go above and beyond for a fantastic service or product with integrity, and I'm always scanning for and open to fresh, challenging opportunities. Creatively, I've dabbled in acting, improv, dancing, and choreography, temporarily lead vocalist for a cover band as well as singer and lyricist for a sci-fi rock band, spent a decade with my partner building a home audio studio, recording and processing others' music, as well as our own custom stuff. A couple songs online now under the name Abstract Loyalty. I'm the lyrics and voice, while my partner mans most of the instrumental recording and processing, frequently both of us collaborating on the composition. Born into a wild mix of wealth and poverty, happiness and tragedy in 1976, I'm a bicentennial baby of Washington State, USA. My known heritage is German, some Jewish, Swedish, Norwegian, English, French, Russian, possibly Indian, and unknown. A petite, well-rounded, hearty mix of biomass. My now deceased father was rarely a part of my life, vastly more harmful than helpful, absent for a majority after choosing to leave when we were young, Mom doing the best single thing that she could. I recall a lot of what I now know was war, military, and political residual fallout and turmoil prior to alienation from my paternal side. It is rumored that I have 1 to 3 siblings near my age that I haven't met and probably never will. Stepmom is also my age and has proven to be an enemy, though I cannot say whether I'd get along with my half-brother today, and so requested that they stay far away long ago. Being the oldest in family dynamic, extra stress and responsibility was expected. A tomboy, I preferred the outdoors and exploration to baby dolls and princess play, gaining strength with age, regardless of mockery, resistance, and challenge from all angles. Ironically, the first letters of my name are Cry, C-R-Y, and I must admit that I've cried alone a lot. You see, empath and humanitarian tendencies are not easy to handle or explain. Side effects are vast and disabling. I had a premonition nightmare just hours prior to the U.S. National 9/11 tragic event of 2001. For those who don't already know, premonitions are simply a subconscious sensing of energy, others' intentions, and plans, not the cause of anything. I've had many accurate dreams like these over the years. On this particular occasion, I awoke shaking in tears and with a long-standing migraine. It so happened to be the same day as a planned funeral for a relative, but I did not leave the house and called in sick to work prior to the announcements, which spooked my coworkers, and my partner had a really difficult time believing it. Later, out of concern for my country, I found myself as a FEMA rep and political works manager, only to unknowingly become a whistleblower in 2004 due to scandal, bullying, and wasteful tactics witnessed and suffering endured. Gov has tried to paint me crazy ever since, for as much as I can tell, but my intellect is obviously intact, even after an attempt on my life. Reference D&D videos 5 and 6 for more on political involvement and 2016 poisoning and unsolved targeting and unsuccessful planned murder, though I suspect certain folks. There are war veterans on both sides of my family, one of which was an executive for intelligence, so I have plenty of strong opinions, experience in the aftermath of war and the military-industrial complex, including that my paternal grandmother was involved in medical and political industries when pushed into experimental pills during grief over grandpa's death to cancer. These drugs would later supposedly be responsible for taking her life when I was a preteen, devastating as I adored visits to my paternal grandma and was scheduled to take a trip out of town with her on the weekend that she passed. It took me many tearful, confused years to comprehend the tragedy, reasons, and emotional magnitude of it, and Dad's simultaneous disappearance. This is some of what makes me a unique personality and character. No going back to boring or ignorant now. I don't believe that my story is any more valid or tragic than anyone else's, but I know that it deserves to meet the light of day, holds universal lessons, starting with empathy and basic equations. I desire nothing from this, and just grateful for ears willing to listen, and for those who are courageous enough to share my story and theirs without shame. No PC edits or filters for fragile egos. Fame is not my goal or reason, never has been, since I don't even know how to define that. I just want to be known and understood before I'm gone. Skip and mingle to project and collaboration possibilities out in the wild open. Been under the radar and water way too long. Let me breathe. Whew. I'm not a nudist, but I've considered it because I generally loathe binding restrictive clothing, people, and groups. Stay warm and well. Until next time, happy 2020 and cheers.